Wait, am I live? Oh, okay, yeah. Whoops. Hello, everyone, and hey, Tank.
Good morning.
I just seen you popped in there.
Yeah, how is everybody doing this fine morning?
I'm doing all right. I seen my mom made some hoagies, so I'm very happy.
Ah, yes, hoagies are good.
Oh
Hoagies
yeah.
and grinders, navy beans, navy beans, navy beans.
Yes. One of my favorite foods is hoagies. But
Mhm.
today I just decided to do a little Wednesday here, a little stream where I have a couple of things to unbox.
All right.
I have I have something from Michael Derrick, and then a thing for Confederate Monster
Oh,
to
sweet.
unbox here, and then I got some stuff I won at the auction. I wanted to show off, and then I'm trying to also, and then after that, I want to talk about the tabletop. I'm really debating on maybe doing a stream, like a set of streams for doing like a campaign.
Ooh.
I'm really wanting to do that.
Um. Well, I have to go on to Don Chin's. He's doing an open mic this morning.
Oh, great!
I got to go on there, and of course, I'll tell people to leave his show and come over here.
When is his stream?
At here in about 10 minutes.
Oh, dang it! Oh, if I'd have known that, I wouldn't have started a stream. I'm streaming over him then, I guess, as they say.
It happens. It happens. But that's okay. That's what multiple browsers are for. Everybody. That's what multiple browsers are for. Come on. That's why they invented picture-in-picture on televisions back in the day, so you could watch two channels at the same time. This is
I
Sorry.
need to do. I need to get a second monitor and put it right here. Yeah, right beside
Oh
this one.
yeah.
I want to do that because I'm always doing multiple things at once, playing multiple games at the same time. It's stuff.
It's wild, isn't it? Like today, I remember it was like, okay, yeah, just little windows, that'll help. Now it's like, I need 15 monitors and a
I've got,
butler named Gerard, so I can call him Gerard Butler.
yeah, I've never had a second monitor. I think that would be really neat.
I don't know how to function without at least two monitors. I need to get a third monitor.
Uh, you're spoiled, Tank. You're spoiled.
I'm a
With your
tech
fancy
guy,
multiple
man.
monitors.
I'm a tech guy. I mean,
Oh,
I have come quite far in the last 4 years. Comicsgate has been kind. I gotta say I've come far. And then I spent like a year almost barely interacting with CG because I was just so busy. I was working. Um, and I was building up. I was working a day job like full time, sometimes extra overtime. Um, but that allowed me to get the money together to get my new computer. I mean, when I came into CG, things were bad. Like we had just lost everything, and I was operating off of a laptop which cooked off shortly, and then I was just on a cell phone. That was
Oh
my
wow.
computer, my cell phone, and now I've got a rig that is mighty smexy. Oh, and it looks like that's my cue. I got to run, baby.
Oh, okay.
I'll be back though. I'll be back, and I have cool new artwork. I got some work done on the cover for the 0 to 12 last night.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So make sure that you folks stick around because when I come back, I got brand new artwork for you.
All
Party
right.
Chris. And as you know, I gotta come back. I
Yeah,
need to
you
come
haven't
back
sung the song yet.
because I can't get enough of that sugar.
Oh, he left. He left halfway through. oh, Tank, he's a trip. All right, let me check the chat. I haven't done that yet. We got McGee with us. Hey, McGee. No, I haven't seen you in ages. I need to get you on here sometime. I need to schedule you in for the morning roast and catch up with you. Uh, for everybody who don't know, McGee has a channel. She does a stream with Peter Gilmore where they talk about horror movies and such. You all should check that out. I like catching it. I like to watch it when I can. Johnny's saying I'm late. Come on, Johnny. It was only like a minute or two. I'm doing better nowadays. I'm trying to be more professional and on time to make you guys happy. And who knows, maybe I'll get more subscribers and such. I'm not too late for Chris. See, I'm doing really good comparatively. How do you function on two monitors? I don't know. Hell, compared to the way life used to be, like I've got it great. I have a computer. I mean, that's way better than what I used to be growing up. You know, you'll never go back after using two monitors. Eventually, you'll start using four. Oh my gosh, four of them. What would I have four for? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. But I did think about having a second monitor for like I don't know, to like watch like to have my one game up running, like a game here, and then like my YouTube or something like that. And I'm thinking about putting like a TV or something in my kitchen for when I wash dishes. I can watch something on there. Oh, we got Mr. Fisk. Hello, sir. Hey, Johnny.
You're late. I want a refund.
I was not. I was like a minute late.
Late is late.
I don't want to hear it. I could have.
Well, you're gonna have to.
Kept you waiting for like 10 minutes. Oh, what's this? Oh, okay.
So disrespectful. So professional.
Is Mr. Fisk in the DM room? I'm pretty sure he is.
I don't know, Fisk. Get your ass in here.
That's what I'm wondering. Is he in? Let me check. It's gonna bug me. I'm pretty sure I put him in there a while ago, but maybe I didn't.
You put him in what now?
In the little DM room on Twitter.
Oh, there. Okay.
You're in there, ain't you?
Yep. That's how I'm here.
I don't see him. Maybe he's not. How is he not in there?
So first you don't read Katie's book. Now you kept Fisk out of your group.
Let me make sure. This is gonna bug me. Let me see. Oh my gosh, he's not in there. What? There.
God damn it, Chris.
How? I could have swore he was in. I'm sorry, Fisk. I'm sorry.
He's not.
Fixed. It's fixed.
He isn't.
Now.
It was on purpose.
Shut up, Johnny. All right. Who else we got in there? Oh, McGee says sure maybe next. Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great. And we got Greg. Who says, hey. Hello, Greg. Guys. Sugar's gonna keep vanilla crescents. That's right. I don't want to cause confusion in my groups. There's Emma. There's another
That's
one
why
I
we,
need to get in.
that's why we have to call you Cubby.
Where's the mute button? I have. She
And the
was on.
gatekeeping continues.
She was on Pops's the other day, like maybe a week ago. She was on one of Pops's streams with a couple of the ladies. It was one of his lady night streams, and she was over there like calling me Cubby and everything. And then they were thinking I was a furry. Then they thought I was gay, and she was like, "Well, maybe I don't think he is." I'm like, Lola, what are you doing?
She's making you famous. You should be thankful.
She's making me everybody think I'm gay and, and a furry.
Hey,
and
what's wrong with
everything.
that?
Oh, it's called I'm not gay. That's the problem. That's what's wrong with it.
You're overthinking.
It's misinformation.
You worry too much.
I need to get Miss McLernan back on too. Catch up with her. I like McGee and McLernan. I just call it the Mick Morning Roast, and we'll just have both of them on at the same time. Let's see. All of this. No, I'm not.
Well,
not red.
well,
all right. I'm moving on. All right, so I got a couple things to unbox. I'll start with the Mr. Schwartz's. That's Confederate Monster. We got it in a, it's of course in the Gemini mailer. Let me mute myself. Okay. Let's see. I can't remember what tier I backed at. I think it might have just been like the 2-copy tier. Yeah, that's what. Oh no, it was the one of each. It must have been the one of each tier. So we got the like a little
what the hell?
pin. What?
That looks amazing. Never seen that before. That's never seen a pin like that.
Yeah. Little. And then issue 1.
You planning on reading that one?
Of course I am.
Of course, he says.
Look at that. I like that. That looks cool.
He really does. That's really good.
And then issue 3.
3 books Chris is never gonna read.
I do like the way it looks there. I like the concept, the whole like Civil War with Frankenstein's monster and such. I like that in the Civil War setting. I think that would be fun to read.
You're just gonna look at the guns, aren't you?
Yep, that's all. Just look at guns. That's it. Nothing else. Let's see. I can't remember what tier I backed at. I wonder if I backed the drawn in tier. I don't know. Let's see. It says Mackers as it would be in Northern Ireland. Mackers? Mackers. Call it the Mackers stream. And then this one is the Michael Derrick package. I'm not sure which book this is. Is it Abductables? I don't know. How you doing this morning, Johnny? I heard your rooster out there.
I'm just disappointed.
What are you disappointed about?
Because you were late.
That was like a minute.
Late is late.
I thought you'd be proud of me, Johnny. Not me, being close to on time.
I expect better.
Oh, look at that. It's the what do you call them, blockheads?
Oh yeah.
That's neat. Okay, yeah, so it is the Abductables. Abductables. Ridiculous. And the second copy, ridiculous. Okay, so I must have ordered another copy of issue 1, so that way I'd have 2 copies of issue 1 and 2 copies of the second one. Yeah.
Why do you need two? It's not like
One
you're
to-
gonna open it.
One to read and one to keep safe.
See, he's lying again.
I'm not lying. What are you
What?
talking about? I'm gonna
Want
read
to read?
it. Yeah.
You're not fooling anyone.
I read all of I read them.
No. See, he caught himself there.
Yeah, I did. I will eventually read all of them.
I read. Oh, wait. I really don't. I shouldn't say that.
Yeah. I don't read all of them when I get them. I read them eventually. All right. But yeah, those look pretty good. I am excited for a Confederate Monster. I like the concept. And of course, Abductables was a funny one. I read the first one. It was fun.
That's a shocker.
McMackers. What is McMackers? Hey,
I
there's Irene. Hey,
Hello.
Irene. Oh, she said she has errands to run, but just popping in. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just unboxed Abductables, the second Abductables by Michael Derrick, and the Confederate Monster books by Mr. Dave Schwartz. Look at that. I like the whole idea of the Universal Monsters kind of a concept with mixed with the American Civil War. I like that, and then of course Abductables was funny. I enjoyed the first one there.
What's the name of the protagonist?
What? From what? Abductables?
Yeah.
The abductee or something like that.
Oh, or something.
It's been a while. I don't remember if they ever actually said his name.
You can't remember something I never saw.
I did read it, Johnny. I do read it. Some of them.
I don't buy it.
And what else was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I went to the auctions. I went to a couple auctions. I go on Saturdays to spend time with the family. I go and go with my brother or my mom, and that way we get some time together. And so let's see, was it not this past Saturday, but the one before it? We went down to Knobley. They had some guns, and they had some tools and some other stuff. Oh gosh, what happened? Please fix.
Even the camera is ashamed of you. What happened?
Apparently.
Yeah.
There we go. I think I got it. So yeah, but the guns went really high. They went like double what they should have went for. Because of course everybody right now is like buying them up like crazy. That and ammo. Every time there's some sort of like hoopla, they do this. But so I didn't get any of them because I'm not going to do that. But I did get a couple things. I got for I think it was like $8 total. I got this little first aid kit and this here cleaning kit. So this little first aid kit is from the NRA, and it's pretty nice actually. For $4, you can't beat it because these first aid kits usually are a lot more pretty pricey to get like at a store. And it's got most of the stuff still in there. It's got all the stuff you need in here. Yeah, it's even got some insect repellent. So I figured that'd be a nice little thing to have around.
You think you're gonna need it?
I might. You never know.
Why? How?
John, the Pale Rider might show up one day.
You see, you shouldn't go around hugging bears. Like, that's dangerous.
Oh my gosh. I'm not hugging any bear.
You never know.
I do know. And then, of course, this one is a gun cleaning kit. It's got a lot of the stuff in it's been half used or stuff like that, but it's still got all the bores. It's got some of the bores and some of it's still got about half of the patches and everything. It's got labels for some of this stuff too, which is nice. I think it's got little labels on them. That's nice. So I made up pretty good for $8. That can't be beat because like gun cleaning kits are expensive.
Why? Just throw him in the water. It's gonna be clean.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Grab a big bowl of water and put it in there.
Johnny, what are you saying?
What?
Ridiculous. Oh,
It's gonna be clean. Radio. It's gonna be clean.
What's up there? Please, Chris, we all know you start the show Sim to sleep.
Well, I wasn't gonna throw Sim under the bus, but
Sim is over there in Canada.
And that's stopping then.
What?
Nothing.
Let's see. Mr. Break. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Let's see. And what else did I get? Oh yeah, I'll show off some of this other. So I went to this latest auction and they had like what looked like a crossbow there, and I was like, what in the world is that? So I got really curious, and I hate when I get curious. I don't happen too often at auctions, but when I get curious, I don't have as much self-control. Usually I'm very tight, or on my money, like frugal. There we go. But this time I kind of let myself go to see what it was because I couldn't get a good look at it. It turns out it was not an antique. It was just something somebody cobbled together. So, but yeah, this is it. It's just a little thing somebody made.
What do you need that for?
And it's got this little like holster that goes over the crossbow. It fits over it there, and then it's got this little thing for holding the bolts that they made.
What do you need that for?
Well,
besides hunting bears.
After thinking of it doesn't function. It's not. And so like I said, it's just something somebody made. It actually doesn't work. But it's just some little fake little thing. But I thought about it and I was like, well, I can still get my money out of it in the sense that could be used, for cosplay stuff. My niece could take it with her when we go to cons and have that as part of her outfit. So
that can still you can still kill somebody with that.
Yeah, just beat them with it.
Yeah, just beat them over the head with it.
Oh, Lord. Well, by that logic, anything would be construed as a weapon.
Anything can be a weapon.
Oh, but yeah, it doesn't function like its little thing there. Like that's not even how it works. Like that's not going to hold the bolt or the tape it or wiring in.
String, gimme.
Yeah, like that's such a wonky thing. But it looks kind of neat if I can clean it up and get it fixed up. My niece
throw it in the water.
Would you quit suggesting throwing everything in the water?
That's gonna make it clean.
But I thought this would work if I get it cleaned up, polish it a little bit up. The niece could use it as like a cosplay thing. Because right now she's got kind of like a Assassin's Creed kind of thing going on.
Oh. How old is she? If you don't mind me asking.
was she 17? I think. Yeah, 17. Yeah, she should be 17 now. And then this slides into it to be its like holster for the crossbow itself. And then this is the little thing to hold the fake bolts.
It's that thing making noise. You don't want that if you're like hunting or something. You don't want to make noise.
Well, it's a good thing it's fake. Really cool, Johnny. Really cool.
As a hunter, I'm disappointed in that.
We got Marinus. Hello, Marinus. And we got Silvar. Hello, sir. Yeah, so earlier, for you guys who just joined in, I unboxed abductables.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God, you're right.
And Confederate Monster. Yeah. All right. Tail Rider. What the?
Yep. He said it. He went there.
Watch your ass, Tail Rider. You're on thin ice with that one. Yeah, you better watch it. Mr. Marinus. The little bells are blessed to drive away evil spirits. There we go. Yeah, see? Sounds like a good, that's good.
Well, it's going to drive away the spirits and it's going to bring in the bears and the animals.
Oh, good.
You don't. No, they're going to come from behind. No. You're not going to see them coming if they see you first.
The bear's like going to ninja vanish and just appear behind us.
Some animals, if they know you're there first, you're dead.
Johnny. Yeah, like a rooster.
You never went hunting?
My whole family's hunters. My uncle's a big hunter. Well, all my uncles are. My grandfather was a hunter. All my uncles were. Cousins do it. All of them do. That's why they all have like 100 guns each. You all think I got a lot of guns.
You do.
Yeah. Compared to my uncle who has like a couple hundred, I think. Let's see. What? Johnny Cage is giving all sensible suggestions and Chris looks baffled.
Yeah.
Because he's giving terrible suggestions.
Hey!
That crossbow's for a Van Helsing.
That's not very nice.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Silver. That's what I was thinking. Hashtag Team Dwarves. Bow! That's right, yeah. Team Dwarves.
Anything.
We don't want that lion. All right, and then I'll show off the other thing I got if I can heave it over here.
He's killing himself out there.
Ugh.
What the fuck?
Struggle.
You gotta exercise more.
I do need to exercise more. You are correct.
So what's that?
This is a U.S. Corps of Engineers mine detecting set.
If you ever need that, you're in serious problems.
From the 50s, I think. Should be around the Korean War. Let's
And
see,
that
we
is
got
also a
Jimmy?
weapon. Hi, Mike. That's also a weapon. It is. You can barely walk with it. Imagine if you throw it in somebody's head. It's gonna be game over, man.
Let's see. So, pop these open. Yeah, so there's the like little diagram here for everything, and then trying to get it where you can see inside.
You're gonna drop this. God damn it! Be careful, dude.
Struggle. I hope you can see it.
I can.
Oh crap! I think something just busted on my chair. All the weight is breaking my rocket chair.
I told you it was a weapon. You didn't listen to me.
I'm gonna end up falling on my face because the chair's gonna fall apart.
Now that would be a nice clip.
No, it wouldn't. Yeah, I was pretty excited to get this. One day I'll have to put it together and assemble it, show it off on a stream. Now, does it serve any practical purpose? Probably not, unless, you know, somehow landmines start showing up around town. But I thought it would be a nice addition to my collection.
Jesus.
Oh, come on. Accidentally. What happened here? Whoops. All right. This thing's heavy, though. Struggling. There. Mike Jimmy says that's an awesome artifact. Yeah, that's what I thought. You know, they don't come around that often. And yeah, I don't see them at auctions and stuff that often. And I got it considerably a decent amount cheaper than what I would have had to have paid if I had got it online. And I didn't have to pay for shipping either. All right. This last one. Man, this thing is built
I love
solid.
your chat. The chat is amazing.
Yeah, I really need to get back into shape. There says, if the chair was the large I do. God damn it, Bill Roger.
You got a point.
There was no. Oh shit. Oh, almost tipped over. Oh.
Okay, we're gonna need a little break. Chris gotta take a breather. He exhausted himself.
Oh yeah.
Baby!
Yeah. So that's what I got. I got the little cosplay crossbow. I got the minded. Oh, I also got.
Jesus Christ, he's killing himself today. Well, guess I'm on my own now. I think so, Mike. It might be the case. What the hell happened? So what do you guys want to talk about now? Jesus Christ, I hope this is okay.
I'm here. I just gotta find my camera. Oh no.
Facing some technical difficulties.
God.
We're gonna be back shortly. Just bear with us.
Can you hear me?
I can, yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Okay. I thought this was the cord for the camera, but apparently not. What does this cord go to? wait, this. Oh shit! I don't even have my audio plugged in. Yeah, I must be talking through the webcam.
I think so. Yeah,
I don't
sounds
have.
like it.
Yeah, I don't have my fancy snowball audio plugged in today. I forgot. Huh. Okay, where is it?
Hey, Shadowhawk, you just missed something, man. Like Chris's house fell down.
Didn't fall down. Where is it? I can't.
Sounded like it.
Hold on. I know what to do. Start camera. Okay. I see it. Start moving forward.
Is that under the table? What the hell?
There it is. Hello. All right. All right.
And we're back to our regular schedule.
All right.
Boy.
Okay. Okay. I've got it. I've got it now. Oh my God.
Do you though? Do you really?
No.
I
All
didn't
right.
think so.
What was I doing? Oh yeah.
Hell if I remember.
Oh yeah. The other thing I got when I went and got the mine layer set, or the mine detection set, was these little coins. Come on now, camera. It's here. They're World War
That's
One.
a big coin. That's a
It's-
big coin.
100-year anniversary of World War One, and they minted these. The Argonne Offensive, or however you say it. And I can't see it too well. But it also came with a little certificate. But there it is. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Don't you knock it over again. Yeah, a little certificate here.
The coin is bigger than that.
Yes, yes, it is. It's a really nice little couple coins. But yeah, I thought, why not? Yeah, I thought I'd get them because I have a particular interest in World War One over the other ones. Let's see.
And that's the one when people like use like shovels and hit each other over the head with stuff. I like that one too.
Okay, stop. There we go. Okay, shift.
I
Oh, Shadowhawk backs. Hello, hello.
great timing, Shadowhawk.
No. Oh God. Rini and Greg still here. I don't know. Rini said that she just was popping on. She had things to do, so she probably has already left. And Greg is probably over with Tank over at Don Chin's. I figure. Tank was here, and then he left to go to Don Chin's, and then he popped out. He said he was going to come back.
If the show is still up, or if Chris didn't kill himself yet when he comes back.
Yeah, maybe. Might end up. Hey, Mike Jimmy.
Hello, Mike.
How's it going?
Meh.
Meh? Why meh?
So I don't know if you have, if you follow Nida Meredith over at Raging.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I've seen that. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just bad day.
Yeah. It was,
So I figured let's get some fucking socials in and just hang out.
yeah, I've seen that. I was very sorry to see that.
Yeah. But nonetheless, you're showing off good stuff, man.
Yeah. I spent too much on it. Well, I spent too much on that fucking software.
Isn't that always the case, though?
Well,
Spent so much just to drop it on the floor.
usually I get them for cheaper. That's the positive of auctions, is you can get them much cheaper than if you were to buy them online. and usually there's no demand for them. Like what I go for is not what people in this area, go for. But the crossbow, because I fucked up, I got curious. I was like, oh, that could be like maybe some sort of antique or something like that, because I couldn't see it. They had it behind a counter. So I was like, I'm gonna bid on it. I just want to know what it is. Like I kept bidding, and it just finally I won
Oh
it.
dear.
And like, oh, it's just
That-
something somebody put together.
That's being smart with your money.
Yeah, I know. Like
Yeah,
I'm
I
usually
missed that part. I just came out of the shower. It's like my hair is fucking moist.
yeah, it's I'm normally like really frugal, but there's been a few times where I've gotten really curious about something, and that's when I've let myself spend a little too much. There was a gun I did that with. There was a couple guns I did that with, and then this crossbow, which the guns actually turned out all right.
Yeah, the kid shotgun or something. The very elaborate.
Oh no, that one I got for like nothing.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was like $20 or something. But
Holy crap, that's
yeah,
awesome.
no, there's a bolt action rifle I got upstairs that I bought because I was like, what is going on with this thing? And because it had like a really long barrel, but then it also had some sort of like welded on, for the bolt had a piece welded on. I was like, what is going on with this thing? So I bought it, took it home, and I've been looking at it, and I looked at it. It took me forever, but I think it's a Remington. Yeah, because it took me forever to figure out what it was, and somebody's took the old bolt off and then welded on this other bolt. So the bolt
Is it
sucks.
hard? Is it hard? Like the material?
Hmm?
The metal. Is the metal hard? Like,
Oh,
can
the
you
metal.
hit something? Yeah, can you hit something with it?
What is with you and hitting things, people with things, Johnny, today?
Sometimes you run out of ammo and
Why
you
are
gotta
you so-
improvise.
Well, you're very aggressive today. Did someone upset you?
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
here's the problem with that. If you want to hurt someone but you're out of ammo, you're more likely to hit them with the stock than try and bend the barrel.
Yeah.
Like that is just common sense.
No, I'm not. I'll hit it with like what's closer to them. I'm not saying like just hit it with the barrel. Just want to know if it's a possibility, because it might be necessary.
No, you actually want the metal to be able to flex a little bit.
I know. What's that, Chris?
Johnny, what are you doing, Johnny? But it
You don't
turns
know what
out
I've been through.
after I researched, I'm pretty sure it's a Remington, and I think it's worth more than what I paid for it, especially if I
Nice.
replace the bolt. So all the curiosities I actually made money on, except for this crossbow, I think. Although I think if I polished it up, because when I go down that Steel City Con, there's like people that sell like LARPing stuff, and that stuff is expensive.
Yes.
I didn't realize how much it was till I started looking at it down at when we started going to this con. So I think if I fix this all up, clean it up, polish it up, and everything, I could probably sell it for a decent amount of money.
I didn't know what LARP was until that show you had last week. I
Well,
didn't even know
fun.
that there was a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing.
To people who don't know what LARP is, it's essentially, you grab rubber and silicone weapons and you beat each other up with it like a role-playing game. It's fun.
Yeah, they had like everything there. They got like, if it's like a fantasy themed weapon or something, they've got like a little rubber version of it. And they had like leather bracers and all kinds of like gear and equipment,
Oh yeah.
little vials and flasks.
Yeah, I go to a Renaissance fair every year, and there's like lines and lines of people selling this stuff, and usually it's handmade too. That's the most fun part about it.
Mm-hmm.
The swords and stuff won't be, but like the all the extras and the holsters and all made by hand. It's really cool.
Yeah, the weapons and stuff I have no interest in because it's like rubber and nonsense. But the like bracers and stuff, that's
Oh,
nice
yeah.
looking stuff. Yeah, that stuff actually is worth looking at. But like they're selling that stuff for hundreds of dollars, and I'm like,
Yeah.
holy cow!
Well, yeah, because it's a niche, and the people that are really into the niche are willing to sell, like to pay for that much for it. It's
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's just like all those furries.
yeah, essentially furries, cosplayers, LARPers, tabletop role playing gamers.
Comic
all
book
that stuff.
collector.
Comic book collectors. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
fucking train
Good point.
model collectors. I swear to God. So like at some point on my side job, I had to move this guy who pretty much spent his entire life building the hobby and prepping, for his retirement. And he spent like sometimes like 300-400 euros on a model train piece, and then he never actually started the hobby. So he now has like I think we moved like 80 moving boxes filled with like model trains in their fucking original boxes that were probably like we were probably shipping like 15,000 euros worth of model trains that he probably only paid like 3K for, just because he bought the new models and everything. It's insane.
Yeah, my boss, well, my former boss, he just recently retired like a week or two ago, I think. He was into the model trains a lot, and he had a ton of it. He was
They're
always
cool.
going places to go and get. Yeah, I used to always like when I was a kid seeing the, at Christmas or something. Like a lot of times when they first did Lowe's up in Cumberland, whenever winter would come around,
Mm-hmm.
they had a whole town set up, and they'd have the trains running through and everything over by their one section, and I thought that was always fun to see. There was a hobby shop in Cumberland that sold trains and everything, and they had the same thing. They had a bunch of villages set up. I was like, yeah, this is really cool. I like that.
Like the villages are so much fun to make. Like I kind of completely get where they're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, like here I am slaving away at the drawing desk like 12 hours a day. So I mean, hobbies.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. So Sugar is using the word curious a lot. Like, could he You can be curious about other things than that, Pale Rider.
Also, Chris, like right on like the right side and left side of your mustache on the camera, there's like a little dot.
It's on the camera, not on you.
Yeah, it's on the camera. And
Might be like a scratch of when you fell over. Might be a scratch.
No, it's gone now, I think.
I don't
No,
think
it's
so.
still there. No,
That's
it's
good.
still there.
Is it?
Because he moved away?
It's the light from the window.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you dropped that thing hard. I thought it was a scratch or something.
Yeah.
The coins fell out of the packet, knocked everything.
Everything fell.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounded like an avalanche.
You ever see how much work goes into making that? Yeah, I've seen.
Yeah?
I've seen folks make leather armor and everything. I used to know people that worked forges and stuff and made swords and everything.
I made my own pirate code. It's so much work.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's insane how much work armor and clothing actually is. Like, be happy we have standards now that got created by tiny Chinese hands that are very quick.
Tiny Chinese hands.
I couldn't help myself there.
And they'll never be unemployed.
See, Mike, Jimmy, this is why you've got the reputation of being a racist.
I know.
Do you now?
Look,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
fucking.
you didn't know about Mike Jimmy's dark
No.
secret, Johnny?
No.
How did that get
Be
started,
better,
Mike?
Mike.
It
How
was
could
over
you,
on
man?
Indie Vault, wasn't it?
What?
It was over on Indie Vault that got started.
Yeah. Either here or on Indie Vault, where like I think Varian joined here, and like we were talking about food, and I was like, yeah, we Dutch people suck at making food, and I was like, other other people are fucking, way better at making this. And Varian was like, what do you mean, you people? And from there, it all went
Crazy.
down.
Crazy, man. Yeah, what did you mean, you people?
Mm-hmm. We gotta be careful.
They got better food.
Having,
That's
I
why.
gotta be,
They know what the herbs are.
I
swear
gotta be
to God,
careful
man.
having Mike Jimmy on here.
And you're never gonna leave that down.
Hey, thank.
Hey.
Good morning.
Hello.
What are you doing?
Good morning.
What happened to your channel, Tank? I seen that you posted it got suspended.
Yeah, it got suspended. People said naughty things. Yeah, so now I have a 0 naughty things said on my channel policy, and I will boot. And you will not be welcome back until you've made a full public apology. If that's too embarrassing, okay, bye.
Okay.
But no more fighting words. No more, especially the 6-letter fighting words.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no more, especially the 6-letter fighting words. There are a few 4-letter fighting words that we don't want to bring in there either. But yeah, no, I got struck for hate speech.
Sheesh.
Damn it.
Yeah, and I'm like, oof, I'm actually beyond angry. Yesterday, I was beyond angry. I was like, if I lose my too cool, I'm gonna start cash writing some checks, and then I'm gonna cash them with a 10.5, with a size 10.5 tanker boot. It's gonna go spelunking.
You hear that, Chris? A boot is a weapon too.
Yeah, I know what boot is. Boot to the head.
Boot to the head.
Everything in life follows the toy tool weapon policy.
That's what I said to him. He didn't believe me.
Yeah, everything's a toy, a tool, and a weapon.
Okay, but here's the thing where the discussion comes from. It was Johnny implying to use the barrel as the weapon.
The barrel, the stock.
When you ran out of ammunition, not the fucking stock.
Because I had to stab a white hog with one time.
Well, actually, like when when I was in the army, I actually did I did a joke, and I did a demonstration to show that the M240, it's a 7.62 light machine gun, that the detachable barrels make perfect eskrima. And because I have a black belt in arnis, so I start doing the Filipino stick fighting stuff with this, and I'm like, dude, I can wreck some stuff with this.
He has a black belt, and people are still pissing him off. Yeah.
No. Well, here's the thing, right? If you have a barrel, you ran out of ammo, you're not gonna you're gonna be able to get ammo real quick if you're in a war.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't talking about a war. I wasn't talking about a war.
But yeah, anything at hand makes a handy weapon. Anything at hand, anything that does more damage than your thumb, go for it.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Taylor says Mike is totally a white hood.
No, I'm not.
Oh, lordy Lou.
Jesus Christ.
Tag to get the racist straight.
Come on.
Tank boots are cool, but in buckles.
They are.
Instead of with the barrel. Yeah, just ram it right up his butthole.
Oh, dude, I love the tanker boots, man. They're my favorite boots because you just got the 2 leather straps. You got the one that goes across the top of the foot to make sure your boot stays footed, boot stays footed. That is the proper terminology. And then you've got the one strap that wraps around a couple of times and buckles in. And the reason for that is that when your boots are on fire, that leather is going to cut real easy. But those nylon strings are just going to get stuck to everything. It's going to make a big gooey mess, and it's going to keep burning as you pull your sock out. And yeah, and fire is a big deal to tankers. I've seen enough of the safety videos and slides that not appropriate conversation topic at the breakfast table.
Yeah.
Oh, they still haunt my memory worse than many things. I'm like, dude, it's a memory of a picture.
Yeah, let me show you here.
You were in that one.
Let me show you, Tank. For $8, I got both this NRA first aid kit.
Nice. I love those little tiny first aid kits.
Yeah, it's still got pretty much everything in it.
Good.
And then also I got this little gun cleaning kit.
Oh yeah, nice. That's
Nice.
super handy.
Yeah, that was $8 for both of them. That's a hell of a deal.
Heck yeah.
Like first aid
Well,
kits
I like
alone
that
are pretty pricey.
They are, man. I just had to replace the one that the kids use for when they get a boo boo. Because we teach them, when it was, because kids get boo boos, man. They just do. They do the. I don't know how I survived childhood. I remember one time I jumped off the second floor balcony because I thought I could tuck and roll, and I did. I landed without harm. I did do a proper parachuter's roll, and my parents were mortified to say the least.
Good.
Yeah.
You have good parents there.
Oh my god! What is he doing? You're not gonna make a shot.
Bugger off, man.
We got Mo.
No.
He says sorry for making the show shut down early today by showing up.
Oh man, Jim O'Reilly was over there on Don Chin's and whatnot. I forgot to give him a shout out, dude. Jim's a great dude. Jim wants to do some work for the Scalpel Zero, man. I'm so excited for that.
Well, Scalpel Zero looks cool. Yeah, I got this.
He's one of the people who's been beating on my face and neck to get it done. I like a good crossbow, man. Low tech is good tech.
This doesn't function. It's just a thing somebody put together.
Dude, seriously.
It's a cosplay one.
Oh, okay.
Get a steampunk cosplayer, and they will pop like 500 to 800 for it.
I was about to say they'll pay you good money for that.
And what else? I got a couple crossbows upstairs.
Nice.
I got one from the 60s, and then I got an African one.
Yes, Mo, it's a crossbow.
The crossbow is the original combat rifle. Easy to use, easy to aim. Requires minimal training. You don't have to be a physical stud in order to be effective at it, unlike the gorgeous English longbow, which still will outperform a crossbow, but you got to be an Adonis to wield one of those things. I have fired one of those, and I'd rather my compound bow, because my compound bow was a heck of a lot easier to use than an English longbow.
Yeah, they've dug up like old English people's graves that were longbowmen. They got like their whole one arms all deformed.
Yeah,
it's all it gets ridiculously jacked and everything.
And it's like there is such a special technique that you have to use to be able to draw a bow that strong. Like you have to completely arch your back and everything. Like,
this is a World War One commemorative coin for the 100th anniversary. You can't see it too well, but yeah, I got two of them, and it came with a little certificate.
That is cool.
And then what was it? And
Don't
then-
mind me. I'm just so excited. I make cyberpunk noises.
Yeah, you just whir, make whirring sounds.
Chris, don't put
Yeah,
it back
I'm
up
gonna mute myself real quick. I'm making some smokes.
there. Chris, please don't put the coins back up there.
There was like that symbol that people shouldn't see. I didn't pay enough attention.
Don't do that again either. It already
Huh?
broke the thing half. Don't kill the other half of your chair.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
you should like take some photos and show people. Like, don't carry them
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, I did. I heard it when I was lifting it up. I heard it like one of the boards on my chair. All right. I would like to get talking about longbows. I wanted to learn back in the day. I wanted to learn Kyudo with the Japanese longbow because since it's shaped differently and everything, since it's made for shooting on horseback and stuff, I thought that was interesting. I had a book for Kyudo and everything. I never did sit down and actually do it. I didn't keep up with it.
We actually got like archery as a subject for a couple of weeks in middle school. That was so much fun. I drilled a hole in the gymnastic floor, but totally worth it. The thing stuck out like this, and the guy was like, "Well, that's a couple of thousands of euros. We need to fix it."
Since we lived out in the boonies at the old house, I had plenty of space. So I just took a target and set it up on top of the hill, and I'd sit there and fire it off with my crossbow and with my bow and stuff.
Yeah, it's a little harder in the Netherlands. We don't have that much space.
Yeah. Let's see. Pale stay in the tank. Did you see some of my new stretch goals? Gonna be awesome to watch Chris Oil wrestle the Nigerian woman BB in a sumo suit. What? What stretch goal? You're not getting any stretch goals because there's not gonna be a campaign.
You see,
I love when
you
right
say
red.
that. Yeah, you
I
say that like it's not gonna be a thing. It might be a thing someday.
No, it won't be a thing.
He might take what you're saying now like a challenge.
Good Lord.
Yeah, it's gonna be like help me make a tuna fish sandwich crowdfunder. It's gonna make bank so much money. The whole internet will be involved just to watch Chris debase himself. Hey, that money buys a lot of therapy.
But here's something
And
you might be
potentially a
interested.
lot of new subscribers.
Hey, and maybe a spot on the Tonight Show.
Here's something you might be interested in, Tank. The Corps of Engineers mine detecting set
Holy cow, that's a legit. Wow.
from the 1950s.
Wow. So the Korean War era.
Yeah.
I got these pages. I got the page 3 done last night before I called it a day.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that one came out great. This panel here came out wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, that's gotta be my favorite panel. That's awesome.
So far, this is like everybody's favorite panel. They love how the jungle looks like a maw.
Yeah.
And just that single word. And there's a little detail here. There's a reason why she's cussing. She got hit.
Oh, that is nice.
No, like
Yeah, it looks good.
it looks like outside my window.
Oh, great. Well, this is, it's, I actually used Pedro Eng's neighborhood of Panama for inspiration because this takes place in the Panamanian demilitarized zone, which is in between the Guatemalan and Panamanian canals. This is, of course, in my science fiction universe. So
I like the idea. Like you're gonna fall off a cliff. Don't scream. Just say shit. There we go.
Yeah. And then, of course, she's sliding down the hill at rapid pace, getting the heck out of there because You see the bots here. Oops, that can't be good.
Them bots are getting her.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a fun. This is just Act 1. That's what I'm doing, and that's why I'm doing like the ashcan like this. Is that it's kind of dynamic, so the ashcan will eventually become like a full-on preview of the book. He's kind of combining the classic with the new. Of course, it's my OBS. I think I got to fix that, the framing on my OBS. Yeah. But then we get into some highfalutin anime manga style action here on this page.
Oh, the speed lines. I love how
yeah.
the speed lines go from one panel to the other perfectly, though.
Oh, yeah, it's all about directing the eye. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
It's all about directing the eye and
no, but like the speed lines right in the center, splitting the page, perfectly flowing into the next one. That is great stuff. It pulls your eyes immediately to the bottom of the page, but yeah, like that's good shit, man.
Thank you. Yeah, we have fun with it. I have fun with this. See, it's that frame. I gotta fix my my OBS. I don't know how it got all wonky.
Mm-hmm.
But yep. And then
It's
boom, that's the end. That's the end, and it's not February 3rd anymore because of the channel issues. It's actually now the 10th.
Ah, okay.
So that's fine.
That really sucks, man. God.
It happens.
Yeah, it's a shame.
So I'm gonna fix that. There we go.
Well, lesson learned.
Yeah.
You know, not to have that going on next time.
Oh yeah.
People say those things, or
yeah,
the people who are saying those things, you don't have to have them back on.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a zero tolerance policy. You start saying stuff that is not acceptable by even the loosest social standards, you're gone. You're gone. You're out. I'm done. And we will. Yeah, I'm sick of it, to be honest. When you're live on the air, get your language together. I don't care about your personal opinion. Keep it to yourself because opinions are like a-holes. Everybody has one and they stink.
Mm-hmm.
And they're usually full of hot air and or shit. So
oh yeah.
So yeah. I'm gonna remove I'm still kind of waking up here. I want to get rolling. I want to finish this up right here. This is going to be one of the covers. I'm not I'm looking to overseas manufacturing. So that's the only reason. That's the only way I'm going to have variant covers on this campaign. Is if you buy the one that's printed in the UK, that's so I can distribute to Europe for far less, and actually give European backers an opportunity to get a deal very similar, if not the same as U.S. backer or U.S. I should say continental backers. And then, of course, for Australian as well, I'm looking into manufacturing and distribution there. So that way I don't have to ship into country. I can just ship it to my distribution point because I'm going to be using Critical Blast for distribution.
Mm-hmm.
So that way we can just get it to RJ's Australian distribution center and it goes whoop out from there. That's what I'm trying to do here.
Yeah, I didn't know he was in he found someone in Australia to do it as well. I mean, or still, as far as I know, he still looks for someone in the UK/Europe.
Has a Europe distribution point, and that one does go with the UK because people are like, well, what about Brexit? I'm like, Brexit is not that's a nuanced conversation. It's
Right.
yeah, they're separate, but in the same way, they still have a lot of the trade agreements. It
We
was
don't.
really more.
No, we don't. Like, there's none. Like,
There's none now.
no,
Jeez.
there is no. There was no agreement. So we pretty much have the same kind of import and export rules as we would to the United States or Australia or
Wow.
Russia, wherever. Like, they completely fucked up.
Yeah. I heard a lot of that stuff was still in flux, but my data is out of date.
So, like,
Wow.
even
Good job, Muppet.
yeah, no, exactly. Like, holy crap! But like, even like me getting packages from the UK now
Yeah.
means that I have to pay import fees.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
And then there's the value added tax. I despise value added tax is just a tax on the poor. I'm gonna put it
Yeah.
out there. Value added tax and sales tax is just a tax on the poor.
You want to know the best part about this? Since September last year, they started like, they charge extra if your package goes through customs. So anything outside of the European Union, I have to pay 4 to 12 euros extra on top of. Even if you fill in your customs, even if it's, only just one comic or 15 or 100, just, yeah. It's
Goodness.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I've been. Oh man. Yeah. That's nuts. That's nuts.
I think we're boring Chris.
No.
He was
Chris,
he was looking at those headphones in the kit. I think he wanted to put it on.
Yeah, those are the mine detector headphones.
Oh, yeah. Let me show you, Hank.
Yeah, let me show you its features.
God damn it! Don't destroy the house.
Holy cow! It's the full backpack and everything.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
incredible.
Yeah, everything's in it.
Does it still work?
I don't know. I haven't tried it, but like I seen the battery in there, the Arctic kit's still in there. Yeah, everything's
Wow.
here. So it might work.
We might just have to find out what the stats are on the battery, what voltage and
that's-
amperage it is, and
That's my
replace
concern.
that, and it should
Yeah.
actually still work.
And then you gotta find an active mine.
It's fun in mine to see if it'll.
That's when you take it to the dog park. This doesn't work at all. My feet are covered in dog poo.
Yeah,
We used to make a joke that Army Corps of Engineers mine detectors, they just send out the lowest ranking guy and he's got his hands over his ears and he's just kind of tapping his foot forward. Just like with fear on his face. I don't want to do this.
Why does it have to be me?
And this is how you recognize a mine.
Yeah, I was pretty stoked about getting this. That'd be wild if it works. Maybe one day I'll take it all out, assemble it, and show everybody what it looks like put together. That'd be kind of neat.
Hey, we got Lord Sandwich out there. Hail his meaty knights. Yes, he professes the gospel of flavor.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that hurt.
He battles against the tofu tyrant and his his soy minions.
Yeah. Oh, how does Lord Sandwich feel about the vegan options?
Lord Sandwich despises the vegan options, for they
I
are
hope so.
evil and against the gospel of flavor.
Declare a crusade.
Part of the anti-flavor.
If you have a BLT sandwich, you want bacon, lettuce,
Yes.
tomato.
Yes. And a nice sandwich spread, something to accent that whole thing.
Yes.
Usually mayo, but some people have their preferences.
Gosh dang it, Mo.
Is that true, Chris?
No, obviously not. I just showed you what was in it. There ain't no dongs in there.
It's under it.
Paradise City signed up to be an explosive guy, but they did away with that MOS by the time I went to AIT. I don't
An
know what all that
EOD?
means.
Or, well, they did. I know that when I went in, they were they were kind of working around EOD again, but I didn't know they did away with that.
Because Payroll says, speaking of Panama, don't mess with the mountain folks' daughters. They cut grass with a machete.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah.
Sandwich. Mo says, this is why I suggest my readers to back the ARO digital tier. No VAT, no customs, and only $8 shipping. Worldwide delivery directly into your inbox.
That's a very
And-
expensive email.
And if I can get enough on this campaign, I actually, because I do want to build a business here. I've looked into comic book distribution in Europe because honestly, with a science fiction story, I'm better off marketing to Europe than I am to the Americas.
I'm gonna be
Because
honest with you, with all kinds of stories other than, apparently just superheroes, you're usually better off to just focus on Europe.
yeah, and since this is kind of like this book is a happy meeting place between American comics, Eurozines, and manga, that's another reason to primarily market. Because I think that, like, especially like say in France, dude, they buy France,
Oh, yeah.
Spain, Italy, Romania, Czechoslovakia,
Don't forget Germany.
Germany, dude, they buy a lot of comics.
Oh yeah.
They buy a lot of comics, and they want an intelligent comic.
Yes.
A lot of like the American market, no offense, they want action, and that's fine. That's okay. That's cool. I mean, obviously, I'm giving action. It opens up with an action-packed jungle sequence where I blow up the jungle, and yeah, you get all sorts of wicked, wild, and crazy with it. I'm trying to find. There we go. Get another. Oh man, but yes, the Vegemite demons are disgusting.
Mhm.
Oh my God! Get out of here, Pale Rider, with that. Jake, why is your book for drooling idiots? I mean, you just said it has action.
It's got pretty pictures, so that way all it's so that everyone could enjoy it.
Everyone must be able to follow it.
But yeah, this cover right here, I've got Scalpels 0, 9, 12, and 21 on the cover for this, because those are the units that we'll see in this 48-page book.
Cool.
Yeah, of course we first get to meet Scalpel 12, who's her handlers nickname her the Professional, because the machine learning that she's gone through, and that's another thing is we it's a little subtle conversation on machine learning, the nature versus nurture subtext. You know what I mean? Without bogging you down in that, I show don't tell. So if you're really looking for those existential moments like Ghost in the Shell that are just wordy and go on for pages and pages, go pick up a copy of Ghost in the Shell. Because it's not going to be here. I'm going to show. I'm going to show you. Yeah, no, it's true. Mo, right there. Yeah, no, Mo, I do. I sit corrected. They just sit around in cafes and talk about their sexuality.
Okay, I'll hire Johnny to pin up. You're not hiring Johnny for that period because there is not going to be any stretch goals because there's not going to be any campaign.
You don't know yet.
Yes, I do know.
Why are you trying to crush his dreams?
he could always dream about something else.
Oh dear. Oh boy.
I gotta try and fix this thing here. I gotta go ahead and take me off the big screen because
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna tinker with this real quick and see if I can't get this a little better set up. There we go. Is that? And then if I gotta press the shift button when I do this part.
Look at this one.
Just look at it.
Oh, let's look at that. Yeah, let's go full screen.
Ah,
Look at that. Look at that.
That's what I'm talking
It's gonna
about.
be a while before it's done.
Johnny draws sexy ladies.
Yeah, I think I got a problem. That's all I do.
He does it Gundam style.
Look at that. Well done, Johnny.
Thank
Mhm.
you.
Let's see. And I did. I have another thing I wanted to talk about on this stream was, you know, you all. What do you all think about me doing a tabletop stream?
that would be cool.
I'd watch it.
You know, I was supposed to do tabletop with Chester Busby last night, and I totally forgot. I was so stressed over the suspension of my channel. I just was like, all right, I'm gonna go, and I ended up hanging out with Vic King and drawing the whole night. And I was supposed to go do lives. I was supposed to go play some Cyberpunk even.
Dude.
Yeah,
Well,
not the Arcalsorian Cyberpunk, but another brand of Cyberpunk game, and it was kind of fun, loot based, kind of simple system.
Well, I'm sure he'll understand. Why you forgot. No.
Yeah, well, Chester and I go back, man. I think I've been hanging out with Chester since I first, even before I even got into declared CG or anything of the sort.
I remember him way back in the
Mm-hmm.
day doing stuff.
Mo, come on, Mo. We talked about this. Her organs are stored in her boobs. That's what they're for.
It
Yeah.
says, Johnny, you forgot Sugar's facial.
I'll fix that.
No, he doesn't. Johnny doesn't need to draw Sugar Chris. That's all right. Look, my little IP, there will be a book. You're just gonna have to get right with it. No, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, if I hit 20K on my campaign, I'll do a Sugar Chris scalpel variant.
There you
It
go.
can be scalpel 30, Sugar Chris variant. Red dress and all. I'm not hitting 20K, so you're safe.
You never know, and that's what worries me.
Well, you said it on camera, so now it's legally binding, and you're gonna have to do it.
Chris ain't having it.
She's missing Kristen's virgin white.
See, then we'll have the 25K goal of we removed the 20K. we removed the 20K. So Chris is gonna be out there every day going buy.
He's gonna sell all his guns. He's gonna sell all his weapons and
for an hour.
Just to buy 5K worth of scalpels. I don't know where Katie is, pal. Maybe she's getting some rest or something. I know she wasn't feeling too great there the other day.
Red
I
dress
hope she's
Chris
getting
and
some.
scalpel 69. Nice.
So what RPG do you want to play exactly, Chris?
Huh?
What do you want to play?
I don't know.
RPGs.
Well, that's what I was trying to decide. Like I was thinking about maybe every Wednesday getting a group together to do like a session or campaign or whatever you call it of something. But that would be when I'd have to find a group, get a group. Yeah, I know Mark Middleton was saying he would play.
It honestly depends for me. It all depends on the system. I've played a lot of different tabletop RPGs, and some systems I don't like them. I don't like bad math.
Bad math.
Yeah, bad math. Like
What
Palladium, I love Rifts. I love Palladium's world building, and all their books are really nice, like technical stuff. But their game system just terrible. It's just all it takes. Like if you're gonna do a fight scene, which a lot of this a lot of the stuff in game is designed to around a fighting system, and it's just a terrible fighting system. It's so awful. I could tell that the Palladium game creators, they were big D&D fans. And it's like they took D&D and made it bad. But I love the books. I love the Rift's world. I really do. It's fantastic. And often I just translate it into Artel Saurian Cyberpunk 2020 because it's a pretty comprehensive system, pretty simple. Coming up with rules for quote unquote mega damage. Well, Artel Saurian had that with their fusion system, which is largely compatible with the 2020, requires very little math to make it fit in properly. And then you've got bullets bouncing off stuff because there's no chance they could damage it. So there you've handled the mega damage problem from Palladium using the fusion damage rules with the Cyberpunk 2020 base rules. Yeah, I'm kind of a math nerd. I'm gonna shut up now.
Nothing wrong with that. That's something I've been liking with about this tabletop RPG is running the numbers. It's for me, it's like Magic the Gathering with deck building. I love to build decks and just put them together and then play them and see how they turn out.
You like math.
That's what I've been doing with these tabletop stuff is just making characters in my head and running the numbers and like, oh, if I do this, then I could do that, and that'll make this stronger. And I like the combat of these tabletop. It's a lot of fun. But,
yeah, I like good, fast-paced combat. It should be done and over with relatively quickly. You should have a good threat level, and you should roll minimal dice in order to get your achievement, to get everything done.
I've been kind of I like some role playing, but I don't know about like a lot of it because that's a lot of talking, a lot of. I want to get to the combat.
See, I run games differently. I for one, when I'm running a game, I will refer to the player and be like, all right, so player, what is insert character name doing? And referring to that player's character. I refer to the character because it's not the person, right? It's not the person, it's a character. Right. So I always refer to the character name because we want, like, especially if you're doing it live, you want that to be memorable. You want that character to be memorable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I was playing, like I play with Irene and him, and like we'll talk in our characters' voices and do that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Pale Rider's talking about, he says, how about the old basic edition Dungeons and Dragons? Dude, that is a fun game. It's quick, it's simple. There's not a whole lot that goes into it. And as you level up, it's kind of got like a little bit of storytelling just integrated. Same thing with the first edition of Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. I do like the DC, the die code, difficulty class, whatever you want to call it, that you have to number you have to roll to achieve a success. I like that. I like varying degrees of success and failure. I like, okay, well, that was a smashing success, or oh, that was a failure, but how bad was it? Well, how much did you miss it? Did your character miss it by? Oh, they missed it by a large margin. Okay, well, there's negative responses. I don't like the automatic critical fail system for most games. It's too frequent. Like one thing that drove me nuts about Palladium is it doesn't matter. You have a what was it? A 20% chance that you automatically miss. Like, and I'm like, that's a problem with your math. That's not a problem. That's a problem with your math on how hitting and missing works. And they're trying to correct it with an automatic miss system, and I'm like, bad math. I like the Artel Saurian's fumble rules. They're okay. You roll a 1. It's a 10-sided dice, so you roll a 1, 10% chance that you just fail your action outright. Okay, that's fair. It's fine for storytelling purposes. Then you roll again, 10-sided die, and once again, 10% chance that it's critical. Weapon jams, you shoot the wrong target, etc., etc. Something bad happens, it explodes in your face or something of the sort. And so that really makes it a 1% chance of a critical failure. Whereas in Dungeons and Dragons, it's a 5% chance. All right. In Palladium, your failure chance is 20%, like we talked about. And I've played a lot of different games. I like the White Wolf system. I actually liked Mind's Eye Theater. I played a lot of that, the paper, rock, scissors games. I know there are a lot of people who are like, no, I want to run around with a Baffy sword and do this stuff. It's like, well, I like doing that too, but sometimes I like characters that can do things I can't. I mean, that's part of the fantasy roleplay. Like, and epic storytelling moments. I have seen some really cool epic storytelling moments happen in Mind's Eye Theater. And plot twists that happen because players are unpredictable. And but it's all about a good balance. Greg's got a great system with A&R. It's real simple, class based, easy to get into. So if you're into things like the Savage Worlds or the game that they're playing on Chester Busby's at I think they play at 9 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays. That Cyberpunk game, nice, simple system, but it's a little limited. Me personally, I like something a little more open source, open creation. I'm not a big fan of the classes. I don't mind archetypes. I like special abilities that are fun. But it's interesting. I do have a game system that it's called God's Edge. It's Games Operational Director Systems ergonomically designed gaming enterprise. God's Edge.
Okay.
And it's a fast-paced system, easy to make a character. You use a life path flowchart to just kind of make your character. You can randomly roll or just pick. And of course, that flowchart changes from world to world. You can adjust it as need be to fit the experiences and environmental factors that different worlds can have. Combat was super fast-paced, very deadly, but not too deadly. Realistic combat, like truly realistic combat in tabletop games, is boring because your character just dies. Like Cyberpunk and Shadowrun are about as far as I'll push that, because like Reichstar is a little bit too far. Reichstar is a really fun game. It's an alternate future where the Axis powers won World War II. And so it's a very bleak future. Oh, yeah. No, I played a couple of characters that were part of the underground fighting the evil Yahtzees, space Yahtzees. And, oh, it was great. Brutal game, though. Brutal game. Like 1 point of damage is dangerous. Like they define damage, like 0 points of damage is like, okay, yeah, it's superficial. John McClane, Die Hard, nothing really that hampering. 1 point of damage. I had a character who took 1 point of damage. That was a sucking chest wound. He barely survived that.
Oof.
He took 2 points of damage to his hand and needed partial cybernetic replacement. That was so funny too, because the medic fumbled her roll, and she went to go fix one of his fingers, and it came off. It just,
Oopsie.
Oh, that's real bad. His hand got mangled in an airlock door, and then stomped on by a mag boot. Yeah, brutal zero G combat against space stormtroopers, Yahtzee space stormtroopers, and he was a Chinese national disguised as a Japanese national, because Chinese nationals in that game are second-class citizens. So he was infiltrating the Japanese imperial ranks, and he got found out. And it was all sorts of like burn notice, Fun game though. Paranoia? Love Paranoia. Oh, the computer is our friend. The computer is here to protect us, guide us, and show us the way. Humanity will survive.
I still have to play someone at the level Zap.
Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Yeah, with the
Oh.
new book they came out with the 3 different rule sets, like the dead serious horror, the classic, and then the Zap, which is just Monty Hall over the top completely, which I always found that classic usually ended up going that direction anyways. I've had so many games where it's like, okay, cool, everybody's got new clones, and it's like, oh, somebody's got enough treason points that it's like, okay, everybody gets together, gets their assignments. Okay, and for John Blue, BZM4, please report to your local termination center. Have a nice day.
Yep.
For those of you who are not familiar, the premise behind Paranoia is that something happened. The world ended, and humanity only exists in these alpha complexes deep beneath the earth. And the computer, artificial intelligence, runs each of these complexes. And you are the last survivors of Earth. Everybody is a commie, a mutant, and a traitor.
Yeah.
By the way, except for your character, who's a mutant, a traitor, and possibly a commie.
That's familiar. Did they make a video game on that?
Yeah. Pale Rider's telling me to dial it back.
Oh my
Sounds
god.
like-
I only played Pathfinder 3.5 and God 5e.
Oh, I'm sorry. I heard 5e.
Yeah.
I played 4th and I did not like it. I heard good things about 5 when it first came out, but as more and more supplements came out, the reviews just went downhill.
Yeah, no, it's not fun. Like they take the fun out of it. Like if you want to get into D&D and you're not that great with numbers and you're not, that deep into the role playing or or making the combat work, 5e is okay. Anything other than that, no. Like it plays like an MMORPG, and I would rather be playing an MMORPG. If I want to kill like 6 boars in a forest 5 minutes away, I'll play a fucking MMORPG.
Yeah, see.
In that case, Mr. Medicare. You're very confusing. Wait, which one of you is talking? Yeah, I've only got to play just the Pathfinder first edition, with Irene and them. That's all I've got to play though.
Gosh, it makes me want to bust out my you know what? I might even just do that just for fun. I might even just run an adventure using the Cyberpunk 2020 system and run it in the Scalpelverse. I've done that many times. In fact, I haven't run in Mike Pondsmith's Cyberpunk world. Geez, in well over 15 years. I've been running just this universe that I developed.
Hey, if it's fun, right? I mean, that's
Yeah.
the whole thing.
It's heavily modified too. My version, it's heavily modified, but it works. It works really well.
Taylor says he played a juicer in Rifts that lived way longer than he should have.
So juicers are these guys that they have a chemical control harness they're basically Bane before Bane ever existed.
Mm.
Right? Bane is a juicer. Sorry to all the guys who created Bane, but he's basically just a Rift juicer with just one plug instead of having him go all over his bodies to different areas of the muscles and stuff like that. And they have a very short lifespan. They live like 4 to 6 years. I think it's they live D6 plus 2 years. Yeah. So you roll 6 out of die, add 2. That's how long your juicer's life expectancy is. You can get clean, become a former juicer. There are better juices you can get that you won't kill you quite as fast. They are the candle that burns twice as bright, though. Superhuman abilities, superhuman strength, speed, agility, mental facilities that are just tuned like they're limitless. Really fun characters to play, but yeah, and they usually are like the most suicidal warriors in your group. Because what do they have to live for? They're not gonna not think they're gonna die of old age or retire. And if they do get clean, their body's so racked from the drugs that they took that you're basically dependent on a power suit if you want to do any adventuring. Yeah, Pale's right. Pale Roger's right.
But he
It
says he let the player say basically what the character is doing and then go by the character's skills and attributes to see if it succeeds.
Absolutely. That's the way you do it.
And he's saying to you that he recently came across a PDF called The Perfect Class that allows you to make custom classes in basic D&D. It's based off the XP you need to level up.
Ooh, nice.
He thinks he could use that PDF to make Chris a character with minions. Oh, minions.
yes, he
Come on,
could.
Chris, no.
You can't even see
Chris-
Johnny's eyes.
Chris's last minion is long dead by now.
What?
He's a sportling. He dead. He's really
He's not dead.
dead.
John,
He is. He is.
quit spreading fake news.
Fake news. Isn't that just news these days?
That rabbit hole.
Don't worry, the news system may be weak, but at least the Forgotten Realms are now wheelchair accessible. Yeah, well, that's all tabletop. It seems like nowadays has gotten like that. I know Paizo with Pathfinder's gotten pretty how you say woke or whatnot with the stuff that they're doing. But,
See, that's why I like Cyberpunk, man. Back in the
That's what
day,
it
it's like,
is.
oh, your character's bound to your character has a broken body. Well, then replace that useless meat with some metal.
the flesh is weak.
That metal is strong.
So you're just an adeptus mechanicus just running around.
The penis is bad, but the gun is good.
Well, praise the toaster. Let's see. 5e is okay, but it really doesn't have much for high-level players.
No, but
Dude, that D&D set where he was talking about, Pale Rider was talking about, that red to gold, that is everything. Like, I've played a character all the way through that to become an immortal legend, and it was such a fun adventure play. I was like, holy cow, I can't believe this character's lived as long. Like, we were taking on pantheons, and eventually the gods decided that we were too powerful and sent us to our own world, which had like all new threat level. Like the DM went and made it a whole new threat level, and we co-created a little bit of a fantasy world, and I acquired all the rights to all that stuff. And so, yeah, I will be coming out with fantasy comics and stuff like that too. Oh yeah, and fantasy familiar, but not like you've ever seen it before. Our goblins, right, which are a minor race, our goblins have more culture than any of Tolkien's races, and they're our least developed culture. Oh yeah, now remember, if you're a goblin and you're being formal, then you have to tell 3 lies and a truth when you greet somebody. Informal, a lie and a truth. That spider silk farming and all this stuff, the exports that they do to the service. Like, we have an economy. We actually have an economy, because we were thinking like we could do this like EVE Online, like actually have an actual fantasy player driven economy. Just started off with NPCs and have players eventually. We came up with a system where players would eventually replace, and when they're not online, they've got a proxy in place. Well, they always have a proxy in place, but when they're online, people could actually go to them and you can actually hand out quests. Why? Because you have a position of power. You have stuff that needs to get done. Here, go do this quest for me. You don't have to go do the quest anymore. You're rich. You can sit around the castle and just LARP with your friends as low-level players come up and like, hey, you're like, yeah, no, we've got goblins over there. Go deal with them. Remember, line of truth.
Yeah, so I don't know, because I don't know what system I guess we're gonna play, because all I've ever played is Pathfinder. So
If you want an easier system to understand and get people into, Pathfinder is a very good one to start with. It's not the worst, it's not the greatest, but there's a little bit in it for everyone, and it's easy to pick up.
Well, I could dig out my traveler books.
Like it pretty much always depends on the dungeon master. Like
that's true.
your entire immersion into the game and the fun you're gonna have in it is entirely depending on him or her. Like it's a good DM will never say no, and that's hard sometimes because I had my party while DMing making a puppet tea party out of the orcs that they just killed.
That is not the first time I've heard that, by the way.
It's pretty sadistic.
Yeah. Oh, dude, running a group of villains, doing missions for the good guys.
No, these were heroes. They were just
Lord,
fucking
savages.
That sounds like an alignment shift.
Yeah, it does. Sounds like I'm going to be docking you 10 points on your good alignment. Your 10 points shifted towards evil, by the way. What's your alignment sitting at right now? And I'm going to be and putting you some points towards chaotic.
Like the way I set it up, you would get like they got pretty much abducted by the royalty, and the royalty is like, yeah, you do this for me now, and when you get back to me, you get better gear. They had a library of legendary gear that with every quest you did, you could get better stuff. This was their first mission.
Oh no!
And they got back to Baron, and he was like, yeah, so I got my reports back from my guy who went with you guys. You're fired.
Hey, as a game master, I only hand out lengths of rope.
Yeah. Like, you're fired. You can do whatever the fuck you want. They got just shoved out the front door. Or now they've got shoved out the back door.
Now with Pale Rider, I was gonna say, oh sorry, go ahead.
And they actually sieged the castle. They just out of.
Oh my.
Yeah. That was weird. Anyway, go ahead.
I was gonna say with what Pale Rider's saying, I like the alignment system in Palladium, even though the alignments themselves are horribly misnamed. It's like Kevin Simbita never picked up a dictionary. Just saying, because the unscrupulous alignment still has scruples. Just saying.
Pale Rider, I didn't do anything regarding brown people. Fuck off.
Sugar in that retro. The basic D&D is pretty easy to find for free, and I learned to play when I was 8, so it's pretty simple.
Yeah, no, my parents got me the D&D red box set because I was bad at math, and they wanted me to get better at math, and here I am, like in 8 years, I was 8 years old when I first got that box set. I was behind in math, and then 8 years late, I finished high school when I was 14, and then by the time I was 16, I was off doing like Calc 2 and nonlinear equations, chaos mathematics, and stuff like that, which I couldn't do that stuff today if you held a gun to my head, because apparently I wasn't that good of a student.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else are they saying? I like Palladium's alignments a lot better than D&D. Just description of alignments. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the descriptions are really good.
Yeah. I guess what we'll play, is based on who DMs and stuff like that. I know Mark said he would join. He said he gets tired of being the DM all the time, so maybe he could just join as just a part of the party. Sim said Richard Dick, he could be a DM.
Ooh.
I don't, because I don't know what kind. Yeah, every DM is different. I don't know what he's like, but he was suggesting him. I don't know who else is playing.
We have the incomparable Pixel Trader.
Oh, there's Pixel. Hello, sir. He says, "Yo,
Good to see you. Good to see you."
Yeah.
Pixel's way cool, man. Oh man, this new stuff that's going on with Indie Volt, dude. Keep an eye on those folks. They've got really cool stuff in the works, and I'm not at liberty to disclose. But it is really, really cool stuff.
Creators, that was this hail.
Hey,
Tank, I wasn't a good student. I graduated high school at 14.
yeah, duh, and it's all D&D's fault. It got me like D&D and comics. Comics got my reading level up. Oh, my reading level was always good, but I was really bad at math. Really, really bad. I was still doing like when I was 9 years old, I was struggling with third grade math, which is like that's for like I was like over a year behind, and then I just kind of, because all role playing games are basically algebra.
Yeah.
I just started zooming right through it. I just like would think of it in role playing terms. Oh, okay, that variable is like a die.
Yeah.
And all this stuff, and bada boom, bada bing, bada bang.
You're great.
Again?
Oh wait, nope, I gotta say it. You ready? Hey, Comics Gate.
No, I wasn't ready.
That's it.
Nobody's ever ready for it.
This is he book reports on comics wherever possible. Teachers never seem to catch on.
There you go.
You got Will to play.
Reedy Hale. What's that?
Creators Outlet wants to play.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a list. I've got quite a few. I know I've got quite a few people who said they would play. Sim said he'd play. Richard was saying about it. Mark was saying about it. Who else? Was you saying about it, Tank?
Yeah, I'd be game.
Okay, Tank. Who else was there? I feel like there was some other people that said they would too. How many people can play?
As many
as you can fit.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
well, then we could have a bunch of people play then.
Well, that's the thing. Like, generally, you want to stay between 4 and 8 players, just so combat doesn't take like 5 hours.
Oh, okay.
But if you go for a very social game with very minimal combat, yeah, you can go for as many players as you want.
Oh, social.
If you're gonna
yeah.
use a StreamYard, you gotta limit anyway.
There you go. This is a miniature I painted a
Ooh,
while ago.
look at
Check.
that.
That's
Oh,
got
yeah.
over 2 foot of HO scale chain, like from
Nice.
train sets. It's got over 2 feet of chain added to him. And
That's
I've been
hot.
trying to find another picture of this, but I don't know if one exists. I lost him, sadly. But I get into this stuff.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah,
Thank
Look
you.
at that. Look at that chaplain.
I love the
Chaplain and
bell.
Victor. Oh, thank you. Yeah, his little incense thingy mabobber.
Yeah.
The Crozius or something like that.
Yeah, Crozius. Yeah, he's got his. I attached the scrolls via that chain. It's like wrapped around the figure too, so it's like
No.
goes all the way underneath. And I used it to cover up some gaps where I kind of bent the model beyond what it's supposed to be posed at, because this is the die-cast metal figurine.
Mhm.
Drilled out the holes on the storm bolter, and I get way into this stuff. I can't wait till we do the World War Hell tabletop game. I'm gonna paint the hell out of that box set. I'm gonna get that looking sharp.
Also, going back to D&D for a little bit, Pixel Trader's right with like you want a nice sized group, but also want to consider how many people can be there for every session. If you have a lot of people that are willing to join but aren't very known to playing D&D, or you have to be able to switch people around very easily. D&D Legends is a good one. Very easy
I
to
don't think
learn.
I've played that.
D&D Legends.
Yeah,
Never heard
it's a
of
very
that.
simple system. As far as I understood, I never played it, but it's what pretty much most tabletop stores play regularly because it's so easy to get people into D&D with, or role playing games in general. Because you can just join the table and you get a character sheet, and you play whatever character you're playing at that point.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's why I like running Cyberpunk as well, because it's a big city and people come and go all the time. I just leave we just end off on a
Yeah.
good point where characters can come and go.
We don't know what game exactly yet. Creators Outlet. Because I've only played Pathfinder First Edition, and so I mean I would be open to playing whatever. I guess I'm just happy to play. As at all, but I guess it's up to everybody else that wants to play. Trickster Trader's Extreme Prejudice story arc from the '90s, baby. Yeah, I know that one. I'd play, but I'd kill you all. Gee, thanks, Fair Runner. Fireball. I guess Fireball.
Oh my God.
They 40 players.
Fuck
Oh
off,
my
Phil Wright.
goodness.
Oh
Did
my
you guys
case.
did you guys see those Yahtzee the Yahtzee rally that took place down in Florida?
No. I'm
Oh,
glad I
dude.
didn't.
Oh, no,
I
no,
think
it's
I might.
so funny. This is why I believe in free speech, because these dudes cancel themselves. It's just so beautiful. Like they're like, "Oh yeah, no, we're supreme. Look at us." And it's like, dude, this is like they're all beer gutted, out of shape. Just oh man. I was like, I love free speech because you guys just undo yourselves. It's just so beautiful. You're so laughable. I was just like, Ubermensch my ass. Just you guys are clown shoes.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Dude, they're just
Let me
pure
see.
clown shoes.
At Tano Farron. Do you watch AJ Pickett? If you don't, I think you'll like him. D&D lore channel. I actually watched him. Yeah, I actually watched him. I know him.
I think I've watched his channel before, but I'm not too into the gaming streams and the. It all depends on the subject matter. It's like mainstream stuff. If I see like a lot of mainstream content and stuff, I'm like, I'm already bored.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, I just started watching that AJ Pickett guy like maybe a week ago. I just have it on in the background while I work. That's pretty much it. It's something long that'll last that plays for a little while, like 45 minutes. That I can just put in my pocket while I'm stocking shelves,
There you go.
Nice.
basically.
Oh, that's just terrible. I got to redo this. I need to come back in and do a second layer of pencils, which is going to nix that whole layer. So the pencils are too rough on this. I did them really tiny. I'm so fired. I'm so fired. So fired. Out of a cannon, into the sun. Stupid Futurama stealing my joke. That was my joke.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to reach out to people. I don't know, figure out how to set this up because I'd like to do it. I want to play.
You know what, Chris? See if Lola can play. She's probably gonna play like a big dad, or you. She might play you too.
Hmm?
I can see Lola making a Chris character.
And you just convinced me not to tell Lola anything.
Damn. This is no way to treat your friends.
Tank, have you done the Warhammer ones?
Yes,
Wow.
I have played quite a bit of 40K. I used to have 2 armies. I had a 7,000 point Space Marine Blood Angels army, and I had a 6,500 point Eldar Bealtan Swordwind army.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a lot of money. The Blood Angels army, that was actually really inexpensive. I got that one for like $300, and it was mostly pre-painted.
Was that all? Yeah, cool. I mean, yeah, that is a great deal compared to what they're supposed to go for.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's why I never got into it. Well, that and of course I didn't have anybody to play with, but everything's so expensive for Warhammer. I was like, I can't pay that kind of money.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it is. It's one of the hardest crack addictions there is out there. Vow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I was going to ask if you've played any of the tabletop RPGs of Warhammer.
I played Inquisition. That one. I also played the Warhammer Fantasy RPG. I liked Inquisition because it's 40K. I used to like 40K before they got all woke and
Yeah.
decided to attack their fan base and destroy all the hard work that had been put in over the years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, what they did was just disgusting. Just to be perfectly honest, it was gross what they did, and they lost my patronage. I don't care. Now I seek to replace them. I definitely want to see Games Workshop go the way of the Dodo and the Buggy Whip, and they will with the Brain Cage Battlefields. It's just how it goes.
Yeah. I was wondering because I got the Warhammer Fantasy book and I got the Warhammer 40K Wrath and Glory book.
How are those?
I don't know.
Oh.
I never got to actually use them.
Yeah, it's a fun game, but it's like the latest edition is just trash. Like the like 7th edition was kind of convoluted. 8th edition had some additional rules that were nice, like the apocalypse rules, where you could custom build like a strike force. So you could say like, oh yeah, no, I've got guardsmen and space marines and the Sisters of Battle because this is my imperial garrison, and so that was kind of neat.
Hmm.
But they don't get it. Like the Brain Cage battlefield system that we put together is easy to pick up on, simple, comprehensive rules, but much like chess, the outcome is widely variable. And it definitely depends heavily on your strategy and less upon and good balance between the strategy and the units you're using. Whereas 40K is like they took a lot of the strategy out of it by oversimplifying the rules.
That's lame.
Yeah, and making them overly complex in other areas. It's just bad. Once again, we come back to that subject: bad math. And they do that. They do that bad math.
All right, let's see. Let me check. Paris says need to figure out a way to be the DM so I can make it to where Chris's character has to don a red dress. Okay. Well, Pale Rider, if you were the DM, I might consider making a Sugar Crust character.
That would be
Okay, now
hilarious.
I want to see that. Now I have to see that.
Well, I was looking into in the Pathfinder system because I spend a lot of time on the D20 site of Pathfinder, just just daydreaming about different characters I could make and stuff. So I have spent a lot of time on there looking at the system and seeing how I could make a character similar to the Sugar Crisp concept.
That's hilarious.
And I think it could be possible.
You know what? That would be fun.
I think I could make it and make it viable. Yeah, I think I could do it. Yeah. Greg says, break the cage.
That's right.
No, don't do that. Oh, okay. The other cage, okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I won't go there.
Please don't.
Mo says you could just be a player, but your character is Sugar Chris since you own the IP. No. We're not. Nope. Not. That's not allowed. That's breaking the rules. Oh, we got Alejandro. Hello. Sorry.
Hey,
Amanda B's
Hello.
with us. How are you, Amanda B?
Amanda.
we got all the cool people showing up.
Yeah, everybody's popping in here to say hello.
So just for everybody out there, I updated the ash can again last night. The new page has been added. Has been inked just for everybody out there in TV land. So you know.
Oh, wow.
We showed it here earlier. I mean, I don't know, Chris, are they that special? Should I show it to them again?
Yeah, show it again.
Oh, okay. I love being a dick. There we go. So the new page, I got it done last night. I love that panel right there. I just really do.
Looks good.
It's a lot of fun. It's good visual storytelling, fun. And I'm getting praise from some of these guys, man, that I'm just like, I look at their artwork and my jaw hits the floor and they're like, dude, this is great. And I'm like, stop it. My head's going to pop from the blushing.
This is awesome stuff, man. Seriously.
Thank you. I'm just trying to use this accumulated knowledge that I've had of everything I've learned here, and this is a fun little detail right here. So you all see, like down here in this bottom panel, how the robot I gotta stop saying that, man. Dang you, Zoidberg. The robot is activating a tripwire, and of course, if we boop, put in my sound effects notes, we see a skirt twang. If you look carefully in this picture, you can see several tripwires. So it was just a matter of time until one of them activated. And that's why Zero is cooking out of that jungle as quickly as she can, because there are a bunch of tripwires. And as we switch to the next page, a whole lot of explosives.
Whole lot of shit going down.
I love the look of wonder on her face. Like she's even impressed herself there.
Wow.
Yeah, just whoa.
Whoa.
And of course, she's cocky McCockerson. You know, I already neutralized the target, even the Medved Heavy Cyborg. 12 is like, well, 12 is the professional. Got a permanent. She was installed with rebar up the posterior.
Thanks, straight.
Yeah, a bit of a stick in the mud. But, you know, that's the reason why her handlers refer to her as the professional. That she is 110% dead serious operator as fuck professional.
Yeah,
Fun.
I'm gonna hop out. I'm fucking tired.
What?
I'll talk to you guys later, all right?
Later, man.
Yeah, later, John. Jimmy.
Yeah.
Stay up, guys. Catch you on the next one.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. So Chris says he daydreams about his red dress. Oh gosh, no! I knew this was coming, so I was attempting to get ahead of it. So I started looking into it out of curiosity, because I knew that if I started wanting to do a RPG stream, there'd be at least somebody, one person, be like, "Ooh, Sugar Chris, red dress."
Mm-hmm.
So
No,
I
it's
started looking into
expected
it.
at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's branding.
Taylor says he doesn't want your head to explode, so he'll say your art is adequate.
All right, good. Thank you. Adequate is what I'm going for. Good enough to entertain. I'm joking. I actually want to knock it out of the park. We just, you know, it's one of the things I love about like Vic King, man. Like he's constantly improving, and that's the attitude that I like to see. I do like to see it.
Greg says he's looking forward to seeing Tank draw his characters for the Gun Demon sketch cards.
That's right. Get yourself a sketch card. They're an incredible value. I discounted the heck out of them. Greg tried to talk me into doing a higher price point for what I want to deliver, but I was like, nope, we're going to give them a very special deal here. We're going to give them a very special deal.
I'll be setting over here on Gun Demon. Oh, we're past 3K.
Yeah.
39 days left.
That's a terrible hand. That's almost ginger root level.
Whoa, yeah, come on now. It's not that bad.
Yeah, just the thumb positioning was out.
Yes,
thumb
yeah.
positioning.
Me and Bill, I didn't say that's okay to name names. Let's see. Greg says there's still plenty of Take First sketch cards available in the Gun Demon campaign.
That's right.
You
You can get them.
Gunny, Mechalor, or Abaddon.
That's right, and you can get it as a primary tier, or you can get it as an add-on.
Let's see. What is going on? What? I didn't even click to add you in here, Johnny. How did that happen? I didn't even click to add you back in. And you What is going on?
Ghosts.
Lost control.
Are you having troubles over there, Johnny?
I know. Sorry.
What's the matter with you?
I don't know.
Oh, and he's gone again.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
But yeah, I'm really. I need to sit down and think about how to do it, how to set this thing up. I guess the first step is to figure out who's going to be the DM.
Yeah, that helps. Especially if that's going to dictate what game you're playing.
Yeah. Let's see. There we go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Your little robot-y.
Damn it.
Have you tried a bigger hammer?
No. Should I?
The troll in me says yes.
Of course it does.
I like to joke that when I was on the tank, we had all sorts of tools, like all these wrenches and sockets and stuff like that. But honestly, there were only 3 tools that were used on a regular basis, and that was the large sledgehammer, 10-pound sledge. We used it to fix things on the outside of the tank, armor plating, hinges, bolts that wouldn't go in, and then we had like this 2.5-pound ball peen hammer that we used to fix like small things like little pins and brackets and computer screens. And then we had this adjustable crescent wrench that we used to we used it to, what? I don't remember what we used it for, but I'll tell you what, it made one hell of a back scratcher.
Oh Lord. I don't know. How long have we been doing? Oh wow, it's been over 2 hours. I was going to make this a small stream too.
Oh, okay.
Went a little long. Longer than I thought.
Just remember, you were late though.
I was only a minute late, Johnny.
Late is late. You were late.
Gosh dang it. I did good today. I did no respect.
Well, that's because people they just can't. They can't get enough of that sugar, Chris. He's got the booty, don't quit.
I did that launch there the one day, and I was on time, and I had promoted it early a few different times and everything, and solely still said I'm terrible at this. I can't win. I can't win with you guys.
No. That's kind of the idea. Because you know what? In the world of commercial endeavors, you can never win. All you can do is keep trucking forward. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, I do need to wrap this up, though. It's already 2 p.m. I got to work tonight.
Uh-oh. What? Work?
Yeah.
Man, watch your fucking mouth.
I know. Sucks. I don't want to. I want to just win the lottery and retire.
I completely understand that.
I need to check my numbers, by the way. Every once in a few weeks, I'll buy a lottery ticket just for shits and giggles.
Oh yeah, no, it is fun to do. It's a fun little thing. Lottery tickets are, but I often like to joke. I'm like, the lottery. It's gambling for those who aren't good at math. Because unless actually like the scratchers, it all depends. Like you got to look on the back and see what the win-loss ratios are. Some of those are actually pretty decent. I'm like, actually, it's a little bit better than most gambling at a casino. So, yeah. And it is all full on RNG, so you don't have to have any skill at it. Because I don't know, but I don't know about where you're at with the lottery scratchers that you got, but here in California, they did away with the lottery scratcher games where it's like, oh, if you scratch off too much of the card, you can't win at all, because it turned out that, surprise, surprise, people were unvalidating the tickets in order to make sure that people didn't win prizes.
Oh, that's bullcrap.
Yep. Oh, I got to do all this gear. So much gear. I really, really ought to think about like all this functional gear on the characters. Like, why am I doing that? I should just life failed it and just draw pouches. And then they pull out guns from like magical nowhere. And feet. Like, what the heck is wrong with me, man? Drawing feet. It's just weird.
What are you thinking? Ew.
I know. It ain't right. It ain't natural. It ain't natural having feet.
All right. I'm wrapping this up. Wait, let Chris send me a class type you want to play, and I'll see what I can make up. What? What are you talking about, pale water? All right, I need to get going. I do need to get off here and start to wind down so I can go to sleep. But anyways, Tank, what do you want to promote before we leave?
Well, make sure you get the word out there on that gun demon. We crossed 3K. We want to hit 4K next. So please, everybody out there in TV land, keep spreading the word, and let's get Greg's mighty book funded. This is the first of the Brain Cage continuity universe, which we hope to bring a nice, good, heavy dose of shared superhero universe.
Johnny.
Just Johnny Money. Google him and send whatever you want.
Yeah, whatever Johnny just said.
He said beep boop.
Beep boop, beep beep.
Just
Russian bot.
God damn.
Beep beep beep. All right.
Yeah, send Johnny money to buy more internets.
Yeah, so he can hire mercenaries to protect this area from the drug cartels that are taking all this internet.
That's right. They're in his computer eating his bandwidth.
Anyway, as for myself, thanks everybody for joining us. And thanks, of course, Tank, for sitting here with me, and Johnny.
Oh, I appreciate the company while I work, man.
And let's see. I think Friday is. I think Passion is joining us on Friday.
Yes.
For Tales of Novatera.
Dude, have you seen the artwork for that?
Oh yeah, it looks really good.
Oh, dude, so good, man.
Mm-hmm.
So good. I'm so excited for him.
Yeah, it looks really nice. And doesn't Johnny have a tournament to attend? Get to Saving Earth, slacker.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta go fight Goro and punch him in the balls.
We got Liu Kang for that.
Another thing outsourced to the Chinese, huh? Yeah, it is.
And let's see. What else? I've got a bunch of people I've got to get scheduled in. Glenn is Fleming is going to come on as soon as I can schedule him in to talk about his work. He's doing a book about Johnny Cage, a book about Jack Kirby.
Oh, dude, that book is so good looking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to it a lot. And
who else have I been reaching out to? Mike Murphy will be coming on to talk about his work. And of course, I got to schedule McGee and Miss McLernan and all of them.
Yeah.
So there's a lot.
I know.
Yeah, I got a lot of people in the future. So if you're new, give us a little subscribe, and if you're not new, leave us a like, as they say. Thanks everybody for joining us, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.